Hi, and welcome back to our channel. Today we are checking out the Brick Fan Expo. Don't know what that is? No worries, we totally got you covered. Now, whether you're a die-hard Legos fan or just played with them when you were a kid, the Brick Fan Expo has it all. It has some amazing Lego creations, fan art, interactive zones, games, contests, STEM zones, speakers, and more. The first part of the expo was dedicated to characters created from Super Mario Bros. And Pokemon. If there's a character you absolutely have to have, every one of these is available for purchase as a set that you can build on your own as well. Next up, we checked out the GBC, or Great Ball Contraptions. These are animated builds that basically move balls around. It's hard to tell from the video, but the scale of this was at least several tables long. Seeing them all join and working together was definitely very cool. Next up, we checked out their nautical displays. Again, the video does not do justice to the size, scale, and detail of some of these builds. Here we have some Minecraft-inspired builds. Next, we checked out some of these beautiful MOCs. You may be asking what a MOC is and how it's different from a set. Well, a MOC is something you basically create without following any instructions. As you can see, the attention to detail in some of these MOCs are just amazing. Next, we checked out the Pink Bucket Nation Castle. If you're not familiar with these guys, this has been an ongoing project that they've been working on for the past 4 years. I'll leave a link below to their Pink Bucket Nation Beyond the Brick channel. We then moved on to some of the historical builds. Again, the attention to detail was spot on, including the presents left by the bison. This next build was probably one of my favorites. This Temple of Horus and just the detail with the hieroglyphs and the floor, the columns, everything. It was just truly amazing and probably, again, one of my favorite builds that I saw at the expo. Here we have a couple historical landmark builds. We have the Washington Monument with the Lincoln Memorial, and of course you have to have cherry blossoms in bloom. Next we have the Sears Tower in Chicago. I can't even begin to explain how massively tall this structure was. It was really impressive to see. As we continued on, we checked out a few more MOCs. Some of these were just absolutely beautiful. I really can't believe the amount of detail and intricacies that went into some of these builds. Next up, we reached their animated train and cityscapes. The wind turbine was just amazing. I can't even begin to imagine how much time and love goes into constructing something on this scale, but it was definitely impressive to see. Star Wars fans, we have you covered. Darth Vader was on hand to take pictures. They had these awesome builds of the different masks and characters from Star Wars. They also had builds from different scenes in the movies. They had all kinds of Star Wars sets that you could purchase. Anything and everything Star Wars was definitely represented. Comic book fans, we have you covered as well. Check out this amazing mock of the Batcave. Next up, we're entering into the World of Lights displays. These are displays that contain their own lighting. Both this build and our next one that we're going to see were built by Mark of Falworth. I'll leave a link to his channel below if you're interested in checking it out. These were beautiful. I mean, I absolutely loved his displays. If you were an exhibitor, you could stay after hours where they would turn off the lights so you could see these kind of glow. However, I just had a regular pass, so this is what I'll be able to show you. They even had this real working Lego volcano that erupted with bricks. Unfortunately, it did not erupt while we were there, so I wasn't able to show that to you, but maybe that's something you'll be able to catch in person. Next, we checked out some of the fantasy creatures and historical period builds. There's not really much to say. I mean, they're all amazing, and the amount of patience and creativity that these builders have to put things together like this, it's just really beautiful to see. In addition to scene and character builds, they also had a section dedicated to mosaics, but I think this one was probably my favorite. It looks almost like a work of art. I was really impressed with it. Next up, we got into the movie-inspired builds. This is one from The Matrix, and here we have the USCSS Prometheus. I mean, this thing was just impressive. Look at the size of this thing. Now, if seeing all these cool Lego displays is inspiring you to get to Lego building, or you're just looking to round out your Lego collection, the exhibit has you covered. The expo has a dedicated marketplace that has a wide variety of sets available for purchase. Both new and used are available. They have your traditional Legos, they have movie-related Lego sets, everything that you saw in the expo, they also have available for purchase here, as well as custom printed Lego parts. Just in case you were looking for something specific and they didn't have it on hand, they also had vendors with 3D printers that could custom print anything that you needed for your collection. Our last stop of the day is this incredible cityscape build by two amazing, talented designers, Stefan and Nate. This thing had it all. It has a working monorail, it has lights, it has working billboards. Anything and everything you could imagine in a cityscape, this thing has. I can't even imagine the time it took to put something like this together. The scale of it is unbelievable. For me, without doubt, this was the best build in the entire expo. Speaking of the expo ran 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. You could purchase a ticket for either day. An all-day ticket ran $25, or you could purchase just the afternoon ticket, and that would set you back about $17. Parking was $10 to $12, just depending on where you parked. They do not accept cash, so just keep that in mind. Also, a lot of the vendors on hand did not take cash either, so definitely bring a card if you're coming. Also, I didn't show them in the video, but there were a lot of interactive stations, especially if you're coming with the kids. They might get bored just kind of walking around. So they had stations where you could build your own Lego sets, you could build your own mosaics, you could do a collaborative piece. They had a station where you could race Lego cars after you put them together. The Mosh Museum was on hand, and they had a STEM related section where you could build Lego robots and race them around little tracks. There was a lot of things for the kids to do, in addition to seeing all the cool Lego displays. Now, if you missed the expo and don't want to wait a year to see it, you can catch the one in Orlando, which is June 8th and June 9th. I'll drop a link below in the description so you can get more info if you're interested in attending. If you've enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you can get notifications when we release new content. Up next, come with us as we check out the Beer, Bourbon, and Barbecue Fest.